Okay, this is my first try at making a flu arrow. I'm planning on doing a little bit of squirrel hunting, so we'll see what they do. They're supposed to slow down the arrow and make it not to go as far as it normally would. What I read, it shouldn't go any more than 30 or 40 yards. Drop on them are supposed to be pretty quick after about 10-15 yards. We'll see what they do. Here it goes. I gotta admit, it does slow down the arrow quite a bit. My aiming point's a little bit off. I'm going to have to bring my aiming up. Right now I'm just shooting about 10 yards. Like I said in my other videos, I'm shooting the Simic 40-pound draw. I don't know if you can hear it, but it makes a whistling sound as it goes down through the air. And that's probably because of the wind going through the feathers. I went on YouTube and YouTubed a few videos on how to apply the fletching. I followed one. This is actually my second arrow that I've done. Followed one, and the feathers actually went backwards. Instead of going this way, they went this way, which they started tearing up as soon as I started shooting them off my bow. I don't use a flipper rest. I just use the shell. And what was happening, the feathers were catching the riser and just tearing them off. So I found a couple other videos and I found out I was actually applying them backwards. Like I said, this is my first attempt at doing flus. This one here didn't turn out too bad looking. may want to try something else a little different on the way of starting it, because I don't like the opened end up there. Just cosmetic. As you can see, it's flying pretty good. And the more you shoot them, what I'm seeing, the feathers actually open up a little bit more each time you shoot them. So eventually, I guess they're going to be looking like just a puff ball. I really need to get on here and make a video on how to make a bow target out of scrap lumber, clothing, stuffed animal stuffing. I don't like using plastic bags. They just make the arrow nasty. Granted, plastic bags will stop an arrow. And the reason why I don't like plastic bags using for target stuffing is because when you shoot the arrow into the target with plastic bags, the arrow actually heats up and parts of the plastic bag melts to the arrow. Give this another couple shots, see how the arrow fletching's holding up. Got it. Just slow down the arrow quite a bit. Aiming point's a little bit off. Okay, I'm going to back up to about 20 yards. I'm going to take you with me. We'll see how much of a drop these have. This is about 20 yards. Get you turned around here where you can see me. Okay, let's try that one. Let me see that again. Oh yeah. At about 20 yards, it's about a foot drop. Because what I'm doing, I'm aiming like I would with a regular arrow. So with the flu-flus, I'm going to have to adjust and bring my point of my aim up just about 6 to 10 inches. And that should bring me right on the center of the target. The reason why I know this is 20 yards, I ranged it with my rangefinder. Exactly what I had to do. Raise it about 6 to 8 inches. Brought me to the center. Brought me up to where I could be on the center. Did something, I pulled off to the right, so it happens. One more shot, then we'll take a look at the damage the arrow's taken. Okay. I don't see any real damage to the arrow, to the fletchings. Not like I was seeing with the first one I tried, where the feathers were actually going this way instead of this way. I think I figured it out, people. And it wasn't that hard. Not as hard as I thought it was going to be. They charge you an arm and a leg just for one fluted arrow. Counting the arrow and feather, I may have $10 in this. The arrow I'm using is a 340 full length gold tip. So, works good. Talk to you guys later. Have fun, be safe, and keep the arrows flying.